Okay, so next topic is resistivity. Okay, definition. So resistivity is nothing but it is the resistance offered. It is the resistance offered per unit length. It is the resistance offered per unit length. Now, resistance offered per unit length means, sir, this wire may be of any metal. Yes, so the resistance offered per unit length for every wire may be same or different. Definitely that will be different. Yes, that's why the resistivity is characteristic property. It is the characteristic property of that particular material. Yes, okay, so definition is clear. That is, it is the resistance per unit length. Okay, and its symbol is rho, R-H-O. Okay, and if we talk about the unit of resistivity, then because we know that R is equals to rho L by A. Okay, then if I need rho, then rho will be equals to what? That is R A upon L. Okay, then we know that the unit of resistance is ohm, unit of area is meter square. We are talking about SI, okay, and unit of length is what? Meter. So 1 meter and this 1 meter gets cancelled out, okay, and then we are remaining with ohm meter. It is not minus, it is ohm meter. Okay. Yes, so the unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Okay, now, so resistivity, now let us talk about the conductors, then alloys, and then insulators. Okay, what are conductors? Those who can conduct easily. Yes, who can conduct easily. Okay, with charge. Okay, alloys, they are mixture of conductors. Okay, might be, yes. And if I talk about the sequence of resistivity, yes. Okay, then from, see, this is having minimum resistivity, minimum rho, yes, and then after this greater than conductors. Okay, now, and these are having maximum, value of resistivity. Okay, so maximum value of resistivity means per unit length they are having more resistance as compared to this. They are having more obstacles, they are providing more obstacles towards current as compared to that of the conductor. Okay, so they may conduct in quite easy way. So that's why the resistivity is lowest, then moderate, and then resistivity, the value of resistivity is highest. They are specific. The value of resistivity is specific for a particular material. Okay, so remember, they are having minimum value of resistivity, they are having moderate one, and they are having the highest value of resistivity. Okay, now. Okay, so this was all about resistivity. Okay, now regarding this, one table is given, that is table number 12.2 in NCERT. You may go through that because related to resistivity, you may have questions in multiple choice. Yes, they may confuse you in any manner. Okay, so let us take an example, a simple example. Example number 12 point, example based on resistivity. Okay, so that is example number 12.5. Example number 12.5, and what it is. See, there is concept in this example, so listen and understand it properly. The resistance of a metal wire of length 1 meter is 26 ohm, 820 degrees Celsius. Resistance, suppose this is a metal wire they have given temperature at 26 degrees Celsius. No need to worry about that. That is constant one. Okay. Now resistance they have given. Okay. Resistance they have given, and length also they have given. Okay. So resistance, the given one, that is resistance, and resistance is equals to 26 ohm. No problem. Length they have given 1 meter. No problem. Okay. Then if the diameter of wire is 0.3 mm, okay, diameter of wire, suppose if we have a microscopic view, then this cylindrical type of shape will be there of that particular wire. Then this is the cross section area. Okay. Then the diameter they have given. What is that? Diameter. So diameter is equals to, yes, they have given that is 0.3 mm. Now listen carefully. Let it be sorted here. Okay, itself. Now we know 1 millimeter is equals to 10 raised to power minus 3 meter. Remember. Okay. Then 0.33, that is 0.3 into 10 raised to power minus 3 meter. Okay. Remember. Let it be sorted somewhat more. If I remove this decimal, then I will get a 10 at the bottom. Okay. And then if this 10 will move in numerator, then this will become 10 raised to power minus 4. Okay, so this will become 3 into 10 raised to power minus 3 into 10 raised to power minus 2 minus 1 meter. Okay, this minus. Okay, now so this will become 3 into 10 raised to power minus 4 meter is the diameter. Is the diameter of this wire. Okay, now what they are asking, what will be the resistivity of the metal of at this temperature? Use 12.2 table to predict that what is the value. Okay, now means what to find? We need to find the value of resistivity, which is a fixed one for this particular wire. Okay, they did not give the exact nature of or exact name of the wire, so we have to identify it. Okay, now we know that formula is simple formula, then that formula is R is equals to rho L by A. Wherein R, wherein L, this is to be found out, and this is to be, yes, it is to be discovered from here. Okay, so let us see. Okay, we know area of cross section for a circle. It is a circle. Okay, so area is pi R square. Now we know that R is d by 2. D by 2 is nothing but what? R. Okay, so this will become A is equals to pi into d by 2 square. Okay, now d by 2 square, we know d, we know pi is constant, and this is the area. Okay, no problem. So let it be sort out. So this is pi d square by 4. 2 2s are 4. Okay, now this is our final expression for area. Okay, this is the area which we have to keep here. Okay, now I am writing this. Now what to, if area is pi d square by 4. Okay, now so we are having R is equals to solution. R is equals to rho L by A, and if we need rho, then rho is equals to R A by L. Okay, now this is R into pi d square divided by L into 4. Yes, pi d square by 4. Okay, no problem. So let this constant be ahead, yes, or at front. So this will be pi R d square divided by 4 L. Pi d square by 4 L. Now we know pi is what? 22 by 7. Okay, so let it be here. Okay, so this is 22 by 7, okay, multiply by R. How much? R is 26 ohm. So this is 26 ohm. Okay, so this is 26 by 1. No problem. L is D square. Now D is how much? So we have calculated D is 3 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay. Now D square, that is D square. That's why 3 into 10 to the power minus 4 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, divided by 4L. So L is 1 and 4. Okay, you may adjust it then in any manner. Okay, so I am giving you the simplest method, that how can we solve such type of calculation in a quite easy way. Okay, so now the rho will be equals to, now let us take all these numbers, okay, all these non-decimal numbers one side and 10 is to power from second one. Okay, now so this becomes 22 by 7 into 26 by 1 into 3 by 1 into t by 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 into 10 to the power minus 4. Okay, now so 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2, 2 1s are 2 and 2 these are 6. So now we are having with rho is equals to 11 into 13 into 3 into 3 divided by 7 into 10 to the power minus 8, minus 4 plus minus 4. Okay, now so we may calculate that 3 3 9, this is 11 and 11 into 13 and 3 into 3. Okay, so 11 into 13 into 11. Okay, 11 3 33, 3 carry forward, 11 1 11, 3 14. So 1 4 3 into 9. Now yes, 9 27 7 2 9 4 36 plus 2 38 8 3 9 1s are 9 and 9 3 12. So 1 2 8 7 divided by 7 into 10 to the power minus 8. Okay, now divide it, so it will be, this is 1 2 8 7 and here is 7 1s are, okay, 7 is 5 7 8 2 7 7 3 6.0 and 8. Okay, 183.8. Okay, so this becomes 183.8 into 10 to the power minus 8. Okay, let us check it. Okay, so if it now this is the 8 and this is the 3. Okay, so we may remove this just by taking one is the carry forward. Okay, so this will become, now see 10 to the power minus, okay, see decimal 1 2, sorry, from here 1 and 2. Okay, so if I take it as 184, okay, rounded off, okay, 0.0, okay, into 10 to the power minus 8, Then 1 decimal, if I shift this to 1, then 110 will be used and another one, then another 10 will be used. So it will be 1.84 into 10 raised to power minus 6 ohm meter. Got it? Very simple. Remember this concept, how to solve this 10 raised to power. Okay. Now make them separate as we have already discussed in 9th class as well. Okay, so this was the solved example. Okay, our next topic is system of resistors. Okay, now system of resistors means what, sir? So many resistors we have combined in a particular pattern. Okay, and then we are using them at the place of few in count. Yes. Okay. Now, so we are having two types of arrangements or combination. One is series combination, another one is parallel combination. Now, sir, series and parallel, what are they? Now, see, suppose I am having two wires. Simple. Okay. This is wire AB, and another one. This is wire CD. Okay. Now, if I talk about series combination, I want to arrange them in a series. Okay. Then what? Which terminal should be connected to which one? Okay, so simple. If I connect B with C, then for this AB, this is head and this is tail. For CD, this is head and this is tail. Okay, now so when tail of one will be connected to the head of another, then that connection will be what? Series connection. Okay, now series connection, now we may say when we used to stand in assembly in a particular line of a particular class, then what we used to arrange ourselves in series. Okay, one by one. Okay, now one by one. Okay, now if I talk about, so this is series. Okay, now if I talk about the parallel, that I want to connect A, B and CD in parallel. Okay, then what? Then I have to connect this A with this C. Yes, and this B with this D. Okay, now in this time, okay, this time we may say that these both are connected in parallel. In parallel means what? All heads one side, all tails another side. Yes, all heads one side, all tails another side. Okay, if we talk about example of this, then in assembly, so many classes used to be arranged in parallel one. Yes or no? Class 10, class 9 in parallel. Okay, they will not be connected in series. Okay, because we have to distinguish them. No? 10th class only 10, 9th class only 9. So this is the parallel combination. Now we are going to apply the same concept in resistances also. Now, sir, why we need such type of combinations? Okay, so this will reduce the complexity of the circuit. Such type of arrangements used to reduce complexity of the circuit as well as cost of the circuit. Okay, we will see how. Okay, because what we are doing at the place of 2 to 3 resistors or more than that, we are using only one. That will be the equivalent of all. Yes, yes or no? Now it is a very simple example. Suppose if we take 3 to 4 packets of biscuit, okay, at the place of lunch, okay, and now next day we are taking lunch. In lunch we used to have chapatis or parathas. Okay, now so we have replaced that biscuit packets with the equivalent, and that equivalent is of different box. Yes or yes? So let us begin with this. So let us start with series combination. Now what is series combination? Let us talk about 3 resistors. We are having 3 resistors. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, now these 3 resistors I have connected in series. Okay, series. Yes. Now what does it mean? This is A, this is B, and this is C, this is D, this is E, and this is F. These are the terminals. Okay, and then here we are having a potential difference, a battery, actually a battery is there, okay, and then it is a key, and then yes, it completes our circuit. Now see, this is the resistance 1, this is the resistance 2, and this is the resistance 3. Okay, now see, this battery is having a voltage V. This battery is having a voltage V. Okay, now individually they will have some voltage drop. If I switch it on, then current will flow. Current will flow, then because of resistance, we know that Ohm's law says V is equals to IR. Yes, so at every resistance we will have a potential drop. Listen carefully, at every resistance we will have some potential drop. Potential drop means what? This is the resistance. According to its capacity, it will drop some potential here. Okay, it will carry some potential here. Okay, according to that current. Okay, so if I put a voltmeter, yes, actually this is the activity in your NCERT. Suppose if I put a voltmeter here, another voltmeter here, and another voltmeter here. These are the 3 voltmeters which I have connected. This is 1, secondly, and thirdly. Okay. Now this is plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. Okay. So see, plus minus how? See, listen. Here, this is the positive terminal of battery. This is the negative terminal of battery. Yes. Now positive. If this is positive, then yes, everything. This is also positive. If this is positive, then this will be positive. Yes. Now, if one terminal is positive, then another one will be negative. Okay. Then again, this is negative for this particular one. This is positive, and this is negative for this particular one. This is positive. This is negative. Remember. Okay. Now for this R1, we will have voltage 1 here, V2, and here V3. Okay. Now see, they are connected in series, so this voltage will be distributed among this. Yes, suppose they are 3 siblings, okay, in a particular house. Okay, suppose their father came with some fruits. Okay, so suppose the fruits are of 1 kg. They all 3 are having same age factor, and they all have their capacities. They have equal capacities or different, whatever the capacities. Okay, according to their capacities, they will eat. Yes or no? Now, so this 1 kg will be distributed among these 3 in such a way that total will be 1 kg. Total will be 1 kg because what? They are connected in series. First, that 1 kg I have given to this one. Okay, he or she ate. Yes, according to his or her capacity. Then transferred to this. He ate according to his or her capacity. Then transferred to this. He ate according to his or her capacity. At last, all 3 combination consumed the 1 kg. Yes. So I will say that total voltage will be equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Yes. Very simple. Yes. Okay. Because this is the current. Okay. Yes, the current is same throughout, okay, but the potential drop is different. That's why we are talking about the potential drop. Okay. Now we know that V is equals to IR. So total V is nothing but total current into total resistance. Yes. Say this is the R equivalent or RS. Say S for series. Okay, RS. So for V1, I will have I into R1. For V2, I will have I into R2 because I1 is equals to I2 is equals to I3 is equals to I. Yes. Okay. So I R2. Then I into R3. So total. Now see. So this is I into RS. That is equals to total. This I am taking common I as a common, so in bracket we are making R1, R2 and R3. Okay, algebraic sum. Okay, now I may cancel out this I with this. Okay, so I will remain with RS, that is series resistance, that is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3, and this is nothing but what? R equivalent. This is nothing but what? R equivalent for this series combination. Okay, means now we should not put R1, R2 and R3 at this. All this will be replaced by one, that is one resistance, that is RS. Okay, so this is nothing but what? The derivation for this R equivalence. Okay, so this was series combination. This was series combination. Okay, and then let us talk about one example of this. Okay, then so example, this is also a solved example. Okay, so what is there in this solved example? Let us see. This is the example number 12.7. Example number 12.7. Listen carefully. Okay, an electric lamp whose resistance is 20 ohm and a conductor of 4 ohm resistance are connected to a 6 volt battery. Okay, now as they have given the diagram, we are also making one resistance and one lamp. Okay, this is the lamp. Okay, they are connected in series. Okay, series means what? Head of one another, tail of another. Okay, now connected in series with a battery. That battery is of 6 volt. This battery is of 6 volt. Okay, now we are having a key. Okay, now key might be like this and it might be like this. Suppose like this. Okay, now this is one of the same. Okay, now they have said that one resistance, we are having resistance of 4 ohm and whose resistance, a lamp whose resistance is 20 ohm, and then this lamp is having resistance is 20 ohm. Okay, now calculate A part, total resistance. Now A part, total resistance. Total resistance means what? R equivalent here, that will be RS. Very simple. Okay, now so say this is R1 and this is R2. Okay, now so RS will be equals to what? R1 plus R2, that is equals to what? 4 plus 20. So that is equals to how much? 24 ohm. Okay, so this is the first part, that is equivalent resistance. Now second part, the current through the circuit. Now see, total resistance, now we are having 24. So I will replace these two resistances by a single one, and that single one is how much? That single one will be what? 24 ohm. That is our equivalent. Yes. Then we are asking for the current. Okay, no problem. So total, now applying Ohm's law, we are having V is equal to I into R equivalent. Yes. Now current will be I will be equals to V upon R equivalent. Yes. So V is how much? 6. R equivalent is what? 24. This will be 1 by 4 and that will be 0.25 ampere, as we have already discussed. So that is 0.25 ampere. Now C part. Okay, now this was the B part and this was the A part, 0.25 ampere. Now C part, in C part they are asking for what? The potential difference across the electric lamp and conductor. Now see, electric lamp and conductor. Now let me draw them individually. This is the conductor and this is the electric lamp. Okay, now the resistance of this was 4 ohm, resistance of this was 24 ohm. Okay, now see, we know V is equals to I into R. Yes, so for this V1 is equals to I into R1, because I will be same here, V2 will be equals to I into R2. This is the potential drop. Okay, now so I is how much? I is 1 by 4 into R1 is how much? R1 is 4. So V1 will be equals to how much? 1 volt. V1 will be how much? 1 volt. Okay. And suppose, see, listen, if this is 1 volt, they are asking for this also. Okay. And then we know that total is, now as we have derived in series combination, total voltage is equals to V1 plus V2. Yes. Okay. Now we know total, we know V1, then we can find out V2. This is the one way. Another way is this. Okay. So V2 will be equals to how much? That is 1 by 4 into R2 is 24. Then this will be what? Sorry. So this will be 1 and here it is 24. Okay. And voltage drop here. The voltage drop will be how much? Current is this and resistance is how much? That is across the conductor, and V1 is 20. Sorry, this is not 24, this is 20 ohm. Okay, this is 20 ohm. So this V2 will be equal to how much? 1 by 4 into 20. So this will be 5 volt. This V2 will be 5 volt. Okay, now this is 1 and that is 6. From here, if I talk, 6 is equals to what? 1 plus V2. So V2 will be equals to what? V2 is equals to 5 volt, one of the same thing. So this is the way how to solve such type of combinations. Okay. So this was series combination. Okay. Now let us talk about the parallel combination of resistors. Okay, now see, in parallel combinations, all are connected with the source. Now see, listen, in a very simple way. Okay, your mother can explain this to in a quite easy way. Okay, let us move to kitchen. Okay, now in series 1, may suppose your mother is preparing something. Yes, suppose chapati. Okay, now if you are sitting means what? Children, then elder one, okay, and then father, then grandpa. Okay, see, okay, let us not talk about grandpa. Okay, now see, 2 siblings and father. Now chapati, one chapati came, now another chapati came, and another chapati came. So that chapati is transferred like this. Okay, one chapati, okay, younger one, okay, because he is younger one. Okay, then next chapati, please transfer to this one. Okay, if you have 8, and then at last, please transfer to last one. If you 8, this is the series 1. First one will be completely satisfied, then second one, and then third one. This is the series combination according to the home ministry. Yes. Okay, now suppose parallel. Now in the same one, if I talk about the parallel one, now see, your mother, okay, now if she is preparing something and then she is connected with all 3. Yes, those who need a requirement. Okay, now chapati, if he called, then chapati and then chapati. Yes or no? Means the source is connected to all in an equivalent way, in an equal amount. Yes or no? Here she is ready to fulfill their requirements of chapati. Yes, those who will call. Yes or no? Similarly, this is R1, R2 and R3. These all 3 are connected in parallel, means in a direct connection with this voltage. Yes, this will fulfill all this. Yes, or this will take care of all these in an equal way. Yes or no? But in series what? The first one here, then second one, and at last if the chapati is remaining, then only the last one will have something. But in parallel, all will have equal amount. You may consume according to your capacity. Okay, so this is the best way, very simple way to explain this. Now in this way, what happened? Okay, suppose suppose chapati, at the place of chapati something is prepared which is time consuming one. Okay, say aloo paratha, and then now see, so one paratha, one requirement is 3, only paratha is 1, then that one paratha, okay, that one, that is cut into 3 part, 1 part, 2 part, 3 part. Yes, okay. So what is this? So this paratha is nothing but what? Current. That current, okay, yes, that current is divided into 3 according to their capacity. So that will be I1, I2 and I3. But source is this, voltage is this. Okay, remember. Okay, so here the voltage is same for all, voltage drop is same for all, that is V. Okay, but current is changing, so we will talk about the current, that is total current will be equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Okay, I1 plus I2 plus I3. Yes, now we know that Ohm's law says V is equals to I into R. Okay, so total means here, so I will be equals to how much? V by R. Yes, okay, so here I will be what? V by, sorry, I is equals to V by R. Now this is R equivalent and I name it as RP. Why? Because of parallel. Is equals to V upon R1 plus V upon R2 plus V upon R3. Okay, now so let me take common, V is common from RHS, so I get this V and 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. So this is V, this is V. So this is 1 upon RP is equals to 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2 plus 1 upon R3. Is it okay? So this is the equivalent resistance in parallel. Okay, in parallel, at the place of 1, 2 and 3, I may replace them by RP. Okay, so this is the parallel combination. Okay, let us take a simple example of this. Okay, suppose we are having 2 resistances. Okay, we are having 2 resistances. Okay, one is of 2 ohm, another one is of 2 ohm, similar. Okay, now if we want to connect them in parallel, okay, let us do it. Suppose this is of say 6 ohm, say, okay, now or 3 ohm. So let us connect that. This is 2 ohm, this is 3 ohm. Okay, and then we are connecting them. Now you may see this is wire. As I have already told you, this is wire. You may do it anyway, yes or no, but yes, we are human being. We need a pattern. Okay, so that's why I am doing them like this, and then I have connected them. I may connect them like this. Okay, yes, so don't get confused in connections. Okay, wires are there. Okay, you may fold them in any manner. Okay, now see, suppose the voltage is 6 volts, say. Okay, now how can we solve that? Say this is R1, say this is R2. Okay, now total equivalent means what? So 1 upon RP, that is equals to what? 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. Okay, so 1 upon R1 is 2 ohm, R2 is 3 ohm, this is 1 upon RP. So LCM is 6, 2 3s are 6, 3 2s are 6. Okay, so this is 1 upon RP. Remember, this is 1 upon RP. Okay, we need RP. Okay, 3 plus 2 5. So 1 upon RP is equals to 5 by 6. This is not the answer. Answer is RP. Then RP is equals to what? 6 by 5 ohm. Okay. Yes. So let me write it one side. Okay. Later on we will discuss. So RP is 6 by 5. Okay. Now at the same time, if I connect them in series, then how they will be connected? 2, 3. This is 2 ohm, this is 3 ohm. Now this time the formula will be RS. So RS will be equal to what? R1 plus R2. R1 is how much? 2. R3 is how much? 3. So RS will be equal to what? 5 ohm. This time the RS is 5 ohm. So let me write here. RS is equal to 5 ohm. Yes. Okay. Now what is the conclusion? Series resistance will always give the maximum resistance of the combination, and parallel combination will give you the minimum resistance of the combination. Yes. So remember, this was all about series and parallel. Okay, well, next topic is heating effect of electric current. Okay, so what is heating effect? See, suppose these are the electrons. Okay, just because of a source, that source is V. Okay, just because of this source V, they are pressurized to move. Okay, and they are in million in a particular battery. Okay, so if we see microscopic view of a battery in through a live example. Okay, now then these are the electrons. Once the voltage drop will be there, yes, the source will be there, and that source will push them ahead. Yes, so because they are in millions, so through this energy they will move ahead towards target. Yes, but just because of the collision in between, yes, okay, they will lose their energy. They will lose their energy too. Okay, and that energy is what? That energy will be what? Transferred into the atmosphere in the form of heat. Yes, the same concept is there in our electrical appliances. Okay, and that when we switch them on, after some time we used to see that while touching they give a warm effect. Yes, okay, so why? Because they got heated up. Okay, yes, they got heat up. Okay, so that the energy, okay, the required energy was consumed by that particular appliance and work is done. But what about the rest? Yes, because the energy is continuous, energy should be proper in a proper manner. Yes, that should be in a consistent amount, that should be supplied to the particular appliance. Okay, so appliance will get the energy and it will consume according to its capacity. What about the rest? That rest will be what? That rest will be transferred to the heat. Okay, now so suppose we are having a resistance, and suppose we are having two terminal A and B in which the voltage drop is V. Okay, now suppose the current is flowing through this resistance. Okay, then if I talk about current flowing means what? Charge flowing. Suppose charge flowing from this terminal to that terminal. Okay, yes, through this source. So work done. Okay, we talk about the work done by the source, to carry charge Q from A to B in time t. In time t, that will be equal to how much? So that will be equal to V into Q. Yes. Okay. Source, that is the potential difference, into the amount which is to be transferred. Yes. So that is V into Q. Okay. So that will be the work done over that particular charge by the source. Now, if work is done, then how much power is supplied by that source? So the power supplied by the source in the circuit, okay, in time t will be P is equals to what? V into Q, that is work done per unit time. Work done per unit time. Yes, so this was the work done. Yes, and now the power is nothing but what? Work done per unit time. So this will be nothing but what? That will be P is equals to V into what? Q upon T. Yes, and that will become V into I. This is the power. This is the power. Okay, so P is nothing but what? V into I. Okay, so the energy supplied to the circuit by the source in time t is P. Okay, that is, now suppose, so this was the power. Now heat supplied, actually what heat supplied is nothing but what? Energy. So energy, sir, what they are asking is the energy supplied to the circuit, okay, by the source. Energy supplied to the circuit, energy supplied to the circuit by the source in a time t will be what? Power into time. Yes, now this time we are talking about the energy supplied by the source. So energy supplied by the source will be what? P into T, that is V into I into T, and that is what? Each H is equals to V into I into T. H is equals to V into I into T. So this energy gets dissipated in the resistor as heat. Okay, so this is the heat dissipated, that is V into I into T. Okay, heat dissipated. Now, okay, suppose if I am having V is constant. If V is constant, then I will write V is equals to I into R. Yes, according to what? Ohm's law. That is Ohm's law. Okay, so if I put this into this, then I will get H is equals to V is I into R into I into T. So this is nothing but what? I square into R into T. Yes, this is heat dissipated, and this is nothing but what? Joule's law of heating. This is Joule's law of heating. Okay, remember this. Okay, now from here we make some conclusions. Okay, and then these are the important one. Okay, and that is what? See, suppose if R is constant, listen carefully, if R is constant, then H will be directly proportional to I square. If R is constant, time is itself, it is a constant one. Okay, so H will be directly proportional to I square. Okay, first one. Now suppose if I is constant, then H will be directly proportional to R. Here R is constant, here I is constant. Okay, and suppose if both are constant, then H will be directly proportional to what? According to time, and that will be what? Proportional to time. Is it okay? Yes. So in this way we can say that H is directly proportional to I square, H is directly proportional to R, and H is directly proportional to T. Rather, these two should be satisfied. Okay, so H is equal to I square R and T. Very important one. R, if in the equation they ask, then R may be found out using V is equal to I into R. Okay, so this was all about heating effect, okay, of electric current. Okay. Okay, so next and the last topic is electric power. So what is electric power? See, simple, power is nothing but what? Rate of doing work. Okay, in our mechanics we used to say power is nothing but what? Rate of doing work. So electric power is nothing but what? Yes, this is nothing but what? Rate of consumption of energy. Yes, rate of consumption of energy. Rate of consumption of energy is nothing but what? Power. Yes. Okay, and then we used to write it as P is equals to what? V into I. And how it is derived? As we have already done this, that was V into Q upon T, and that was V into I. Yes, so power is nothing but what? V into I. Okay, now suppose V is constant, then this will be what? I into R into I. Yes, and that will be nothing but what? I square into R. So power is equals to I square into R for V is constant. Yes, and for I is constant, so for I constant, then P will be equals to what? V into V is equals to IR, so I into I is equals to V by R, so that will be P is equals to V square by R, E is equal to square R for I is constant, remember this formula. The rest of these two, this one and this one, you may derive, don't buy hard them. Okay, now let us talk about the unit of power. Okay, so simple. P is equals to V into I. Yes, so that is nothing but what? Power is nothing but what? 1 watt, and that 1 watt is nothing but what? 1 volt. Yes, so write down. So power is nothing but what? 1 volt into 1 ampere. So this will be 1 VA. Yes, or VA. Yes, volt into ampere, and this is nothing but what? W. W is not work done here. This is nothing but watt. WA divided. When we used to move to any shop for buying a bulb, so that we used to say what? Here 9 watt bulb, and like this. Okay, 9 watt, 100 watt. Okay, so that is watt. That is not volt. Yes, that is the wrong terminology which we use. That is watt. Okay. It is nothing but what? The rating given over any appliance, okay, which gives us the idea that how much energy will be consumed that particular by that particular appliance in 1 hour. Okay, there is our unit. Okay, so let us talk about that. Okay, yes, electric unit. Yes, that is what. So electric power unit. Okay, electric unit. Yes, and the unit is nothing but what? 1 kilowatt hour. 1 kilowatt hour is the 1 unit. Yes, commercial unit. Now 1 kilowatt hour will be how much? Yes, this is the nothing but what? Energy consumed. Okay, or power dissipated unit in a particular hour. Yes, kilowatt hour. Kilowatt is nothing but what? Power. Now see, the unit of power is watt, but watt is very small unit. Suppose let us understand this to an example. Suppose I need a bike, okay, and then I am having only 25 paisas, okay, and suppose the bike is of 1,50,000. I have that much of 25 paisas that I can buy a bike worth rupees 1,50,000. Now what I have to do? I have to bring a loader. I have to put all my chillers in bags. Then I have to call 2 to 3 persons to take it to the loader. Then I will move to showroom. Then I have to ask that yes, I need one bike. Yes, so he will say no problem, take it. Then I will say that take this. Okay, then he will take further 7 days. He will again appoint 3 to 4 just to calculate, yes, whether they are 1,50,000 or not, and then so wait for 1 year and later on you have to take. Okay, so what is the main problem in this? Unit is very low or unit is very small. Yes, at the place of 25 paisa, if I would take 2,000 rupees note, then very simple. Yes, only 75 note and finish. The bike could be at my home at the same time. Yes, so that's why. Yes, in case of electricity also, we used to consume a lot of energy, and that energy can't be calculated in joules, although that can be calculated, but the amount will be too long or too large, which can't be reminded easily, which can't be stored easily, and that might be more hectic one. Okay, that's why we have introduced 1 kilowatt hour as a unit. Okay, and then this is nothing but what, 1 kilowatt into 1 hour. Yes, now 1 kilowatt is nothing but what, that is 1000 watt, and watt into second we know joule. Yes, so watt into second we know what, joule. So 1 hour is nothing but what, 60 minutes into 60 seconds. Yes, understanding? Very simple. That is 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes, and 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. Okay, so at the place of 1 minute we may put, so 1 hour will be equals to 60 into 60 second, and that is nothing but what, so this will be second, so this is nothing but what, 1000 into 3600 watt second. So this is nothing but what, 36 into 10 raised to power 1 2 3 4 5 watt into second. Now I need one more to get it into mega one. Okay, so that is nothing but what, so I will divide it, multiply by 10, so this will become 36 by 10 into 10 raised to power 5 into 10. Yes, so this will become 3.6 into 10 raised to power 6 joule. So this amount of energy in joule will be consumed when 1 unit will be calculated, that is 1 kilowatt hour. Okay, so 3.6 into 10 raised to power 6 joule. Remember? Okay.